Two languages quietly run the machines behind modern software and behind the AI boom. One throws away the garbage collector and lets the compiler hunt your bugs. The other stays so simple a whole team can ship on day one. Rust and Go. Same job, servers and systems, opposite bets. By the end, you will know which one your next backend should be. Meet them. Go came out of Google in 2009, garbage collected, tiny to learn, built for servers in the cloud. Docker, Kubernetes, and Ollama are all written in it. Rust came from Mozilla, stable since 2015, no garbage collector, memory safety proven at compile time. It now powers the fast core of half your AI tools. Here is the real divide. Go optimizes for the team. Read it in an afternoon, one obvious way to do things, ship today. Rust optimizes for the machine. Squeeze every cycle, use every byte, and let nothing crash. Go asks, how fast can people move? Rust asks, how fast can the program run safely? Two different definitions of better. Start with memory. Go has a garbage collector, a background process that finds memory you are done with and frees it. It is clever and it pauses for under a millisecond, but it is still work the program does at runtime and memory you do not fully control. Rust has no collector at all. The compiler knows exactly when each value dies and frees it right there. How does Rust free memory with no collector? Ownership. Every value has exactly one owner. When the owner goes out of scope, the value is dropped, freed on the spot. Borrow it, and the compiler tracks the loan. Try to touch something after it is gone, and the code simply will not compile. Memory safety. Checked before your program ever runs. Watch what that catches. Here is a classic bug. Two threads writing the same data at once. In Go, it compiles, it runs, and one day it corrupts in production. In Rust, the borrow checker refuses it at compile time. You cannot share mutable state across threads without a lock. A whole category of crashes, gone, before you ship. Both are built for doing many things at once, very differently. Go gives you Goroutines, spin up 100,000 of them, each just a few kilobytes, and a scheduler juggles them all. It is almost too easy. Rust gives you async and real threads with no garbage collector behind them. More to think about, but total control and no pauses. Easy concurrency or precise concurrency. Raw speed. On the standard web server benchmarks, Rust frameworks sit at the very top, within a hair of C. Go is fast too, comfortably in the upper tier, but the garbage collector and runtime cost it a little. For most APIs, you will never feel the difference. For a hot inner loop that runs a billion times, you absolutely will. Memory footprint tells the same story. A Rust service idles lean. No runtime, no collector, just what you allocated. The same service in Go carries its runtime and some headroom for the collector to work. On your laptop, who cares? Across 1,000 containers, that overhead is real money and real electricity. Now the catch, and it is a real one, Go compiles almost instantly. Change a line, rebuild in a second, stay in flow. Rust does far more work, proving your program safe so a big project can take minutes to build. Go's tight feedback loop is a genuine superpower. Rust makes you wait, then hands you a binary that rarely lets you down. And the learning curves could not be more different. With Go, a decent developer is productive in a weekend. There just is not much to memorize. With Rust, you fight the borrow checker for weeks before it finally clicks. Once it does, people rarely go back. But that ramp is real, and for a team on a deadline, it matters. Here is why this matters more than ever in 2026. The AI stack is being rebuilt in both. Reach into your Python AI tools and you'll find Rust underneath. The tokenizers, the dataframes and polars, the installers Rough and UV, the vector databases. Rust is the fast core, and Go is the orchestration around it. The servers, the gateways, and Ollama, serving models on your own machine. Why Rust for the core? Because that code runs millions of times a second and cannot afford to pause. Tokenizing text, crunching tensors, searching a billion vectors, a garbage collector hiccup there is a latency spike everywhere. No collector, C-level speed, and real safety means you can hand it raw memory and trust it. That is exactly the AI hot path. Why Go for the orchestration? Because that layer is networking, concurrency, and glue, exactly Go's wheelhouse. A model gateway juggling thousands of streaming requests is one Goroutine each and you ship it in an afternoon. Ollama, the tool running local models for millions of developers, is written in Go. Different layer, different winner. Even error handling splits them. Go returns errors as plain values. You check them with an explicit if, again and again. It is verbose, but nothing is ever hidden. Rust wraps them in a result type with a question mark operator that bubbles failures up cleanly, and a match the compiler will not let you leave incomplete, explicit by hand or enforced by the compiler. Tooling and ecosystem. Go ships a formatter, a test runner, and a race detector right in the box, batteries included, boring on purpose. Rust's cargo is widely loved. One command builds, tests, and pulls dependencies, with a package registry that just works. Both nailed the part older languages got wrong. You do not fight your own tools. Deployment is a quiet win for both. Each one compiles to a single static binary, no interpreter, no runtime to install on the server. Copy one file and run it. After years of Python environments and virtual machine tuning, that kind of simplicity is a big reason cloud teams keep reaching for these two. So who reaches for Go? Teams building network services at scale who care about shipping speed and onboarding, cloud infrastructure, APIs, command line tools, DevOps. If your bottleneck is the network and your priority is a team that can move fast, Go is almost always the pragmatic answer. Most backends never needed more than this, and Rust, when performance or safety is the product, not a nice to have. Game engines, databases, browsers, embedded firmware, and the AI hot path. When a crash is unacceptable or a single millisecond is money, the borrow checker pays for itself. You spend more effort up front and buy back reliability for years. There is a cost dimension too. Rust efficiency means fewer servers for the same load. At scale, a smaller cloud bill and a smaller carbon footprint. Go's efficiency is in people, faster onboarding, faster shipping, fewer engineer hours burned. One saves on machines, the other on humans. Both are real savings, just on different lines of the budget. Let us clear up two myths. Go is not slow. It is plenty fast for almost everything you will ever build. And Rust is not only for systems wizards, its tooling and error messages are some of the friendliest anywhere. The honest difference is not fast versus slow or hard versus easy. It is where each language decides to spend your effort. And the best teams do not choose just once. They write the service in Go, ship it fast, then profile it, and rewrite only the hot 2% in Rust, called straight from Go. Simple on the outside, fast where it counts. It is the exact split the AI stack already made. Orchestrate in Go, compute in Rust. So, the decision. Shipping a networked service with a team on a clock? Go. Building something where a crash or a slow millisecond is unacceptable? Rust. Not sure? Start in Go. Most backends are happy there forever. And drop into Rust only for the one piece that proves it needs it. Let the profiler decide, not the hype. Where do they stand today? Go is everywhere cloud native, the default language of modern infrastructure, with a deep hiring pool. Rust has topped the most admired language list for years running, and its share of serious infrastructure keeps climbing. Neither is going anywhere. If anything, the AI build-out just cemented them both. The scorecard then. Go takes simplicity, compile speed, concurrency ergonomics, and hiring. Rust takes raw speed, memory, compile time safety, and the performance ceiling. Deployment and tooling, both excellent, call it a tie. Two winners, two columns, and the right answer depends entirely on what you are optimizing for. Step back. For 30 years, fast meant dangerous. C and C++ bought you speed with crashes and security holes. Rust and Go both broke that trade. From opposite ends. Go with a collector and ruthless simplicity. Rust with a compiler that refuses to let you be unsafe. Systems programming finally stopped being a minefield. Rust or Go, the machine or the team. And in 2026, both are winning. If this made the choice clearer, subscribe. Cloud Codes takes apart one system like this every week. Build, solve, deploy. See you in the next